Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Hachimura outside. McDaniels against James. James double teamed. And here's Reeves outside. Randall pulls down the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Counted from distance.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Doncic against Conley. Hachimura from long range. The offensive rebound. And Ayton gets it to go.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now here's Gobert. Conley with the ball. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 19. Basket counts.
Well, if anyone epitomizes take what the defense gives you, it's Mike Conley.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very...
será cancelado, sí, señor.
Now, here is James. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Doncic, second chance effort. Minnesota with a rebound. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Edwards looking it over. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker.
¿Qué pasó, Alfred? No te escucho.
Here's Doncic. Sinks that one from the post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Conley. Outside for Randall. Off target from three-point range. Ayton, the screen on Edwards. Floats one. Doncic, no good.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Conley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line for that. Free throw drops for Conley.
Hola, Alfred, soy yo, Joel. Ya tú sabes, 11 meses sin llegar, no llegaba por jugar mucho Fortnite.
That has to be in their scouting.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Minnesota up by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Gabe Vincent. And it's Connect in at the small forward position. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards. But although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Anthony Edwards reins one in.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Down low. Here's Hayes. Tries again. The shake. Outside Vanderbilt. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Gobert's checked in from Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. And McDaniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Pass to McDaniels. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era that may have come into question.
Si lo siento, Rockstar lo eliminó para siempre.
Always been your best bet at winning.
Such a wide open look. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass.
James against McDaniels. Pass to Hayes. Outside Reeves. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hachimura in the post. Guarded by Edwards. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. James finds Hayes.
Háblame, Alfred, ¿cómo te sorprendió la anunciación de la cancelación de GTA 6?
Just shredding the D to pieces. Guarding James in pick and rolls is almost impossible given his basketball IQ.
Here's Edwards.
Wow! Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Here's James. Yes! He's still got it. LeBron.
I'll tell you what. It's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Floats one up.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Substitution on the court.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
These are return of the court.
Joel, dímelo, Joel. ¿Cuánto tiempo, bro? Estaba perdido. ¿Cómo tú estás?
Ready for the big half court. Give me your beat. We're measuring up the shots.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The 3, Randle, rebounded by LeBron. The Lakers trail. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
About a minute played here in the second half. Randle, good.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
Reeves against Edwards. There's a minute 17 left in the third. Missed inside. James against Randle. Out to Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. For the lead. Nice finish from Luka.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Conley passes to Edwards. Over Reeves. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Lakers in the lead. Double team on James. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Here's Conley. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Conley's got 8 points.
A great move by Conley. Uses that dribble move to get the space he needed.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Reeves. To the left side wing. James inside. Working on McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Aiden with a screen. Reeves, the pass to Aiden. Edwards pulls it in. For 3, Randle. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Minnesota. They lead by 1. After a quick break, we're coming right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. Here's Reeves. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Pass to McDaniels. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And here's Doncic. Here's James. Physical play by LeBron inside.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves trail by 3. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen. Hoping to inspire his team here.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. There's a minute 54 left in the game. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
A nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Doncic with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Against Reeves. Edwards pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team beats him.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration. He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
On the wing, Reeves. And nails the tray.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And both free throws good for Edwards.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside McDaniels, picked by Gobert. Fires for 3. And Aiden pulls it down. And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Edwards against James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Here's Edwards.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul. Trying to extend that game.
The kick out to Conley. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
Randall can't hit. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.